Mr. Truck here with another exciting truck review. This is a 2016 F650. I've been waiting a year to get this truck. Mr. Truck here showing you how this 650 works. This is a big dump truck Ford sent me. It's a crew cab. It's got a 10-foot bed. It'll hold almost 6 tons of aggregate, whether it's gravel. We're doing recycled asphalt. For our trailer yard here, we have all our test trailers. This is what we do. So I'm dumping the first load here. Going to make several passes through the yard and make it, 3-4 inches deep. So we have traction. Get out of the mud. Now this truck has a rollover tarp. I'm not going to brag about this rollover tarp because it's not quite all here, but I guess it's better than nothing. So I'm going to crank this puppy up. I hope I'm cranking it up. In some states, including Colorado, you've got to tarp your aggregate. You can't just have a bunch of loose gravel flying around. Can you tell, Andre, up there if I'm actually all the way in?
You're in.
Okay. Well, that was fun. And these giant running boards. And now the whole idea of this truck is to lift it up and use the spreader chains on the tailgate to spread the layer out level. If you do that right at certain speeds, you can make a nice little mat without having to rake it. And this is the lever that pulls it all. When I was on the county, we used to have a hole through these and rope, and when it go up in the air, we're driving down the road, we pull it as we're driving, and that would really spread it out nicely. Let me show you the spreader chains. That's what all this is back here. These are the ears that are tripped by the lever that I'll pull up by the cab. These are the spreader chains. This is what you adjust how open the tailgate gets. And I'm trying to open it just a little bit so I can spread a nice even layer because I'm not going to be able to go very fast in the yard. So I'm going to do that slowly, and if I need more, I'll adjust the chains open more. So I'm going to dump some of it here in this mud puddle because that's where it needs to go. And then we'll go on through the road here. I'll be spreading it through the yard. This is how we'll start. So I'm going to dump the lever, which will open the tailgate and open the chains. This is a brand new bed. There's not a scratch on it, so things are pretty tight. I've had oil everything up, and it is open. Let's see what it looks like back here. Ah, they're open. They're open. So now, when I lift that tailgate up, and you'll be able to stand back here, Andre. Andre's helping me with TFL Trucking. I'm going to open it, dump it, and get a little bit started. Then I'll take off. So you'll see me take off and the gravel flying. We'll see how level the job I can do. It's been, good gosh, it's been 25 years since I did this. Okay. I could start dumping it now. Until we're loaded, because that pump is up there. I'm going to dump just a little to start with. I'll dump a little to start with and see how much comes out the chain.
Whoa!
Okay, now I'm going to raise it out and drive forward and see what kind of a layer I get. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to dump it in a little spot.
Wait, Kent, I thought you said we're not going to be doing any manual labor today.
Well, I didn't say I was be doing any manual labor. It didn't quite come out, you know. We had to say it set in the truck overnight, and that caked it up a little, so it's a little stiff.
Well, the chains didn't do very much work.
Well, and see, look how wide that is.
These chains didn't work very well.
No, and I don't understand whose idea to put this little thing on, but it's in my way. I'm going to take that off. But see, yeah, that's what happened. They spread it too much. The opening was a little too much. So.
All right, so where's the shovel?
I'll have to get you a shovel. But, you know, I got a snowplow and a four-wheeler. Wonder what that'll do. Well, this is interesting. See, that load was supposed to go all the way to the front gate, but I guess it didn't do it.
All right, well, give me a shovel then.
Okay. Wow. Anyway, there's our first try at dumping asphalt. $100 sure went fast. That's about $94 worth of asphalt per second.
So Mr. Truck told me there's going to be no manual labor. And he got me to show up here, so here I am doing manual labor.
Andre, I was talking about me. I didn't say anything about you, manual labor.
Oh. Okay.
You're young. You need the exercise.
All right.
I think you missed the spot. Is that as fast as you can shovel?
Oh.
Is this full speed?
No. You want me to go faster?
I thought you played volleyball.
Okay. I'm going to run a 10K.
Well, don't pull a lung or something. I don't want you to get in trouble. Holy cow.
Whoa. I'm excited about this because we're going to be able to drive our trailers around here.
Oh, it's exciting. I know, we got a lot of trailers. We got so much stuff here, we run out of places to park all these trailers. Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Oh my gosh, I'm sinking in mud now. This is exciting.
I know, I'm happy for you. I think you look like you're happy. This might be a job for my son-in-law.
It reminds me of Mother Russia.
Really? They did this to you in Russia?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we did this in grade school.
All right, let me get my rake.
They told us this was our playground and these were our toys.
And now I gotta level this out.
If you notice, I give you really good steel tools with good rubber handles on them. I don't want you to get calluses.
And gloves.
And gloves.
This is really great.
And a hat so you don't get hot. I want you to be healthy.
Okay.
Boy, you are doing good. You're doing good. Holy cow, you can probably get this whole thing done in 2 or 3 days. I'm just glad we have a 3-day weekend right now.
Oh, God.
So you got time. No, put it in the water. See where the water is? That means that's the low spot. Put it in the water. What are you doing? Building a mountain over on the side?
No.
You're slowing down. Do you need me to get you some refreshments?
Yes. You have any beer?
No, I have NOS. I have some energy drinks.
What about vodka?
No, that's not an energy drink. That's a depressant. I don't want you depressed while you're helping me. I want you energized. Wow. That is so good. That's recycled asphalt. See, we're helping the environment.
I don't know if this is enough because you got to kind of pat it down. Right?
I know it. So if you notice the main road here, I've done this several times already in the past years. And that's where our surface is, and then I just have to get some more. What this did do is it tells me that I need to tighten my chains, my spreader chains, so just a little comes out. So we've learned a valuable lesson here. You've been good, you've helped, and now we know. It's kind of like everything we do. We learn something every day and how to make it better.
Whatever you say.
Yep, I'm pretty happy.
Oh, I'm sinking.
No, that's okay. I'll bring the four-wheeler out and we'll pack it down. The old ATV, you'll have a good time on this stuff.
All right.
I do have a big rake that goes on in.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, you can take a break. We just got to do all those places where those TFL trailers are. I think that might take a few loads over there.
Okay.
What are you doing tomorrow? Well, you better take a break. I don't want you to get too tired.
Do you have a wheelbarrow?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any air in the tires.
Okay.
I even have one that fits on a four-wheeler. Okay, you look tired. Take a break.
Okay.
So is that how you take a break in Russia? You switch from the rake to the shovel?
Yes. Switch tools. Switch tools. Okay.
You don't have to throw it that far. Just kind of fill in the gap where your feet are.
Well, I see some water over there.
Oh, you see some water? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Really
you do what you think is best.
I gotta cover it.
Okay.
And we got tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck. The ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to looking at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the Ike Gauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks, maximum capacity, up to the biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And, you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So, you know, all that stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts. We're off for another adventure in this F650 crew cab dump truck. We're actually pulling a trailer with it today. Pulling my pickup, my load trail tilt trailer. And that trailer loaded weighs about almost 12,000, it's 11,900. And there's what the hitch looks like on the back of the truck. We're all hooked up, our chains are hooked up. We got all of our electrics, our wiring is hooked up, we have all the lights. And what's interesting about the numbers on this truck, the GVW is 26,000 pounds. So that's maximum load. The combined weight rating is 37,000. So that gives you 11,000 pounds of trailer weight gross if you have the bed full. The payload is full, which is almost 12,000 pounds, with a gross vehicle weight rating of 26,000. So you take the 26,000, and the empty truck weight's 14,000. So you can go two ways. You can go with, if you do have it maxed out at 26,000 GVW, you can take the tongue weight of this trailer, which is about 1,200 pounds, and you can subtract that from either the gross combined weight rating of 37, if you know you're at 26 gross on a trailer, or you can just take it off the payload. So either way, you got to take off. If your payload you can put on there, whether it's gravel, whatever it is, about 12 ton. I'm sorry, 6 ton. It's 12,000 pounds, 6 ton. So now from that 6 tons, subtract the tongue weight of the trailer, about 1,200 pounds, and you got to subtract the driver and all the camera equipment, all that. Driver's about 280, heavy duty reporter. Subtract the 280 of the driver, the 1,200 pound tongue weight. Take that from what your payload would be. If your payload was 6 ton or 12,000 pounds, now you've got to subtract 1,200 pounds plus another 280 pounds. And that's what your legal weight would be on this truck. That's what you would be at. A lot of numbers to understand. Well, I'm out having fun, and geez, I got my fuel mileage dropped clear down to 4.8. I've been averaging about 5.9 with a load, and now I'm pulling a trailer. Pulling about 12,000. It's 11,900. Got my truck on my tilt trailer. Trying to get on the highway here, but so far it's been towing really neat. Real easily, I should say. Should use some good terminology. Acceleration's been fine. It's not a race car. It's not meant to be a race car. But it pulls a load fine. No problems. And what's cool about this is it's just like a pickup truck. It has tow haul mode. And it helps with your shifting, holding your gear. Helps with braking. The downshift's great. The brake shifting on this I really enjoy. I did it with the full load, so I was 26,000 gross with almost 12,000 pounds of recycled asphalt, almost 6 ton. And it slowed me right down. Let off the gas and it downshifted. It worked like it's supposed to work. This V10 is 6.8 Triton. This is 330 horsepower, 440 foot-pounds of torque, and it holds the power well. No problem accelerating. It's exactly what a Class 6 truck is supposed to do. And with that 6.50 rear end axle ratio, which is very low, it just gets up and scoots, holds the power. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this V10. It's a lot cheaper than the V8. Of course, everybody loves the V8 and the power of the V8. And I'm sure it'll get probably a couple miles to the gallon better. So I've been getting over 6 empty and right under 6 loaded. And it's not so bad. I mean, it's got in some kind of insulation package. It's a lot quieter than the old farm trucks I grew up driving. Just wish it had a 2-speed. But you got to go to the 750 to get that. Get you an air axle and air seat, and air brakes. This has got 4-corner hydraulic disc brakes with a hydraulic hydro boost. It's really weird. You hear the brakes when the engine's not running. You hear that pump trying like crazy to do something. But it's a little narrower than my trailer. My trailer is 102 inches wide, which is 8.5, your legal width. It's a little narrower. You know, these bigger trucks have wider front axle for stability and all. The dually, an 8-foot wide, F650, even an F450 pickup, the front axle line up the inside duals. The inside dual. So your outside dual is sticking out past your front axle track. And on semis, it's the other way. Your axle's wider and it lines up at the outside of the dual. Cabin chassis generally split the track. Even on this truck, it looks to me like the dualies are in, so it's not a full 8.5 feet wide, because I can see my fender of my trailer really well. So we're under 6.5, maybe 8.5. We might be right at 8 foot. This bed's 10 feet long. But we're humming down the road 55. I can go 70. None of that's a problem. The mountains, of course, we were empty, but you can scoot. It goes as fast as a diesel, but I think it's for a lot of companies, a lot of folks, this is just what they need. So the diesel and the emissions and the DEF fluid and emissions testing, and your mechanics cost you more. Parts cost you more, but we all love diesels, but they do have a cost factor. This is a 6-speed automatic, and I'm pretty sure there's no airbags. I don't see anything marked as an SRS anywhere on this. I'm not sure what the weight rating is. Probably right at this is 26,000. We're not having some of the safety stuff on. It's kind of unusual as a crew cab. I suppose you got a crew work on the road or work on whatever you do. This is what you would need to transport them. If I had a single cab, I'd have more payload. I can haul a little more weight and probably tray. Well, yeah, it gives less weight of the truck, gives you more weight for the trailer, more weight for tongue weight, more room for payload. Now this puppy zips right along. Steers really well. And this is a smooth road, so the truck's riding smooth. If you get in the city streets with a lot of potholes, you feel them. That's just part of it. That's the fun of a big truck. Now, if this had air ride and air cab and all that, it'd be a little different. But all that stuff costs money. We're cruising along. I'm only half throttle, 160. I got a lot of throttle left. Yes, indeed. Feel like a trucker again. Way up high. I mean, way up high. Takes 3 steps to get me in here. And I'm still running on my first tank of fuel with smooth running truck. Captain's chairs are comfortable. Bigger steering wheel. I know it's a bigger steering wheel than my 250 has. That's how trucks are. You got bigger trucks, bigger steering wheel, a little better leverage against the wheel. It's a brand new truck. It's only got like 5,000 miles on it. What does it have? It has 6,000 miles. Right now I'm averaging 5.0 miles per gallon. That's because I got through driving through the city. I need to reset it because I'm on highway now. I'm going to pull off here to a truck stop and give me some of them white weenies. I'm out in the country far enough I can actually go to a restaurant and don't have to go to the truck stop. But anyway, it is a lot of fun in the sun, cruising. And this has fantastic brakes. I mean, you got giant tires, you got 22.5s, you got duals on the back, hydro boost for the boost side, and it will stop on a dime. Great braking power. Of course, I've got the trailer brakes too. Now, let's see if I can figure out a place to park this rig. That's what you got to do. You pull the trailer, you got to find a place with enough room to pull it over. Parking lot in the back here. I'm not sure where I can even park on these city streets. See how much trouble I get into. Wow. I don't know if that's going to work or not.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
You've probably never driven like a power wagon from the 70s. A friend of mine, a neighbor, bought a new power wagon, 3/4 ton, and it was, they're tall, but they had a lot of springs, but they were really short. Mm-hmm. And this rides just like that truck did from like 1974.
So it's comfortable, you're saying?
Loaded, you can at least tolerate it, but empty, man, it's like a bucket and bowl. Let me tell you. Hey, you want to hear something really loud? Listen to my air seat. Oh, shoot. Can't. But I told him I need to put the pump underneath the cab. You heard anything like that before?
There's a noise coming out from behind.
I'm vibrating. Big beans.
Straight. A little bit this way. Okay. No, keep going. Okay. You want to take a look?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'll go back a little further. Hey, is that what we're doing? We're pushing rocks with that trailer? See where they're at? This is another thing. You gotta get your hammer out, beat the crap out of it. Everybody else has an air lever, but not us. No, we have mechanical. We'll back up 3 feet.
A little bit more. Oh, okay. Okay.
We're going to raise it up. You tell me when to go forward.
Okay, slowly. Stop. Stop. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Stop, stop. Okay. Stop, down, down. A little bit more. Raise the thing, raise the thing. Okay, stop. Back up a little.
Back up the whole distance?
Yes. Stop. Stop. No. Down, 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 down. Whoopsie.
Left in there?
Hold on. Oh boy. Yeah, you have a floor covered still of the bed.
Well, I can either lay it right here or over on the other side.
We made a boo-boo.
Oh, did you leave a pile?
Yeah.
You're never supposed to leave a pile, Andre. What the hell is that? Well, that's okay. So, I know there's a spot here I wanted to grab. Well, this has got good road base. See, road base basically is rock, big rock, and clay. Then you cover it with asphalt or chips or whatever. So around the barn's really good road base, but where we park the trailers is nothing but dirt.
Yeah.
So even if you put down recycled asphalt, it'll kind of disintegrate, 'cause a lot of that's powder. But this is big chips here. This won't disintegrate. So we could actually lay this down and then put asphalt on top of that, and it would be like a road. Let me look on this other side.
Okay. Wow, that was fast.
See, that's how you're supposed to do it.
That was nice and smooth.
I know, we did about 10 feet and we did it right. But it's so hard to tell. We need cameras back there so you can watch it.
Well, Ford has 7 cameras on their F350.
Well, this is the old body stuff. You look at this is what we had in 1999. I don't think it's the same thing. And you tip it forward. I don't know if you can lift over that ball or not. You may have to drop it down a little. Oh, that was fun. Had his F650 for 3 weeks now. Did a little work with it. We actually hauled 8 loads with it. Hauled 2 loads of trash to the landfill. Hauled 2 loads of recycled asphalt back here to the trailer yard in my backyard. And 4 loads of crushed concrete rock. So we're doing all that to keep our trailers out of the mud this time of the year. It's pretty soupy in my backyard. That was a big help, and we went up and down with Estes, up into the national park there with Kelsey. Pulled a trailer, pulled my tilt trailer with my Ford F250 on it. So we were almost 12,000 pounds, 11,900. It pulled that well. The grade shift on this is great, going downhill, slowing you down, does all the stuff you're supposed to do. And this 6.5 axle ratio that I was worried about actually does really well. I was able to go 70 miles an hour with it. And that gave it that low-end power to start a load with and to maintain a load. So I didn't have any problem with it. It's not a race car, and when it's empty, it is a rough riding son of a gun. But it's a big truck with big leaf springs. Loaded, it was fine. It's, you know, but it's not a half-ton. It's the big deal. You know, this crew cab was nice. We had seat belts for 5. We had the family run around in it, and we got a lot of work done in 3 weeks. So I do appreciate it, Mike Levine and Ford Motor Company, for letting me have it for 3 weeks. Because it is a fun truck to drive. It's a tall puppy. But I hope you enjoyed the videos. This is the end of the 3rd one. So come back and see us again.